Hi, I'm Renee with Renee Art Works. Thank you for clicking on my video. Just real quick, subscribe, like, share, comment below what you learned, want to learn, didn't learn, and I will get right to that. I'd love to make more videos, so if you could please donate. Links will be below. Thanks. If you look at her face, the eyes are not as far apart as I've done here. So what I want to show today is how to correct a mess up in a painting. Basically what I need to do is move this eye over. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go into that. And when I started this painting, I didn't have the right skin color. So I took the, what is this, coral from Deco Art, white, black, and then I got some nutmeg from Folk Art. And I mean, brand to me really isn't as important as some paints are heavy medium, thick medium, light medium. I wanted the peach to be a little bit more transparent, but to cover this eye, we're gonna have to thicken it up a little bit. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing down here. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. I'm gonna take some of this heavy medium white and mix that in, because the heavy body will thicken it up. Do you want to know what the white is? It's simply acrylic. And I'm just gonna keep going until I see similar skin tone to this. And I think it's close enough. So what I need to do, is, since I'm moving this eye over, is I got to pretty much take off about this much right here. That's kind of my imaginary line. So I'm going to go up the face right about there. That's what I'm thinking, because this eye should almost come all the way over to here. So I'm going to put a light dot right here to kind of let me know where the eye should have been at. And I think the nose needs to come more her way a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of white into this and kind of bring this line up a little bit more to there. The eyebrow will have to come over. Yeah, there's a lot of like small details that need to be fixed, but it's really good to know that with paint you can always cover it up, start over, fix it, all those things. And so that's why I think this is really important that people learn how to do. Another way I'm going to camouflage it is I'm going to bring the dog to her a little bit more, because there's more of a jawline in the picture of the dog, and I can always bring white up in here and reshape his jawline. So that's another thing, or her. I'm not sure if the dog was a boy or girl, but I'm going to bring the dog's head over to right here. One lucky thing is that eyes have a lot of shadows around them. And when I do eyes, first thing I like to do is get the white down. And there's a lot of shadowing over here, so I'm going to progressively make it darker along there to make it show that she's kind of has a shadow right in there. And I picked up some of the black. Now, if you see as it dries, it's a little bit transparent because it's a lighter base, the peaches. So I may have to go over this a couple of times before I can really get it going. Nice thing about acrylic is it dries quick. But that's how I layer it. I layer it that way, and kind of on purpose. And her face is a little tilted in the picture, so this will work out like this. I'm going to fix that jawline of hers because the black I went over with was starting to thin right through here, so it doesn't have a very solid line right here. She has amazing cheekbones, so I gotta make sure that I stay true to her face and get that cheekbone in there. This is a picture of a young lady I know real well. Alright, that layer should be dry. I wanted to try and zoom you guys in a little bit more. Kind of looks like to me, even though it's a thicker base, it also too is being a little transparent for us, but when you get those blacks and browns in there, they're not the easiest thing to cover up. Now the only thing I watch out for is not putting too thick of layers, because otherwise you're going to have one eye bulging out of the painting. I've done that before in past paintings. Her eyes are really brown. Look in here for the brown I used, which is Master Touch. But it too, can you see it? I'm losing it. There it is. There it is. That's the brown I've used for her eye, and it is burnt umber. So, one cool thing for me is once I'm done painting something a certain way, it's pretty easy for me to remember how I did it, so I can redo it. So what I do next with eyes is I will try and get the shape of the eyeball. I mean, most irises are circles, but their eye doesn't ever show the whole circle. So I just kind of imagine, you know, in my head I'm still going around. But that way I keep it looking like a real eyeball. And the eyelid naturally pushes up at the shape of the iris. So that's why I kind of give it that right there, because it gives it that 3D appearance. You notice I did it in this eye too, right here. So now I'm going to go back over with a little bit more of that flesh tone, because some of the corner to me just kind of got out of the way. But there. And if you see, I grazed a little bit of it with it, and so that'll kind of help create the eyelash effect. But before I get too into it, I'm going to give her the center of her eye some black. The only time you'll ever really see that part is if you're really up close looking at it. Yeah. Now, she doesn't have any makeup on in this picture, so we can just kind of lightly shape the eyes with some eyelashes. See a little line here of color in the picture. And kind of comes up right here, and then she has a lot of lashes right there. The brush is not cooperating. I need a different brush for this part. Whether people see it or not, but you know, there's always that part of the eyelid between the eye and the eyelash. It's like right here. So I always give a little bit of color in there because I like to be as true to the picture as possible. So now when I go, like, I layer up the colors, so I'll do this dark brown first. And then I'll darken it even more with some black. But and then, because she doesn't have any makeup on, right here in the corner of the eye isn't very dark, so I'm going to go back to that light brown on the nutmeg. See, there's a little bit of peach there. So I'm not going to go right up between the white and the peach. I'm going to go a little bit below the peach. Okay, so get a little bit of black, because I do see her eyelashes, because her hair is so black, her eyelashes are too. I don't think I'm touching it. There we go. Now, a few things I see. I think I've come over just a little bit too far right here. So, before I say it's done, I want to mix a little bit more of this darker shade, because it's darker right there, and we covered it, we pulled some other colors out. So if I just go right here, sure, sorry I'm not talking, but I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think I just came too low here. So I'm gonna cover that up and redo it. This is art, man. This is how it happens. You just gotta keep messing with it until if anybody's like me, I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna mess with it a lot until I feel it's perfect. And that could take a long time to really get it the way I like it. Yeah. Now I did something to the nose, so we're gonna fix that too. See how I did that to create that light effect? I pulled a line here and then I pushed it over, and it needed to get more paint. And because we moved the eye, now we gotta move the eyebrow. Well, I really think I'm at a point where I can stop and let it dry, but I'm just getting the colors right. Sometimes when I get stuck, not always stuck, but like I'll have to sit, walk away from it, come back to it. Matching colors, I kind of fly with it. It's not like that. I'm a professional teacher. Don't judge me. I want to share. I'm self-taught, you know, so if people want to share their ideas and thoughts, that'd be great. I always welcome open communication, but the person that asked me to do this, she's one of my stepkids, and she has been a big support and kind of always saying, hey, do this, try this. She's asked me to do this painting mainly because of her dog. She had to get rid of her dog, and I get it, it's sad. It was like a baby. When I see a face, I don't just see peach. You know, in this picture there's a lot of flash from the light, so there's a lot of light colors. I mean, I see blues and greens and all kinds of colors in her face. And so, I mean, the lower layers I did put a lot of that blue, and then when you add on to it, you bring out more of the other colors. So, in my opinion, the eye is now in the right spot. We brought the dog jaw over, so we can bring the eye over, brought the hair over, brought the eyebrow over, give it the details it needs, recolored the skin tones. I'm going to let this layer dry, and I got a lot more to do around here and up here for the picture, but this is what it looks like now, and put the picture beside it, so you really can't see because of the glare. It looks like the picture. Alright, bye. Thanks for watching.